My beautiful Leos, and welcome to your daily reading for August 4th. We also have a new moon in Leo on this day, so definitely check where you have Leo in your chart. Happy birthday to all my Leo sons out there. And Leo moons, this is also your time as well. So definitely use all of your power. You have the Leo moon and then you have the Lion's Gate on 8/8. So this is going to be a super charged up next couple days. Let's see what we have as the angel that is with you here for the day. Leo, you have the Angel of Happiness, card number 15. All right, some of you may actually be jumping for joy around this time. With the Angel of Happiness coming through, this is going to be an amazing day for you. Positivity restored, feelings of joy, feelings of just loving life again. Some of you may not have felt that love for life for a bit, or just in a little bit of a phase of not feeling that great. But when the Angel of Happiness comes through, they're showing you that things are about to drastically look up for you, Leo. Let's see what moon card is coming in. And you have, there it is, you're very close to achieving your goal with the gibbous moon. There is something that you want. There is something that you are working towards here, Leo. It could be a very specific manifestation of yours. It could be something that you are trying to actually achieve and or have a goal for yourself. But there is going to be something that happens for you. It kind of gives me takeoff energy. It kind of gives me that energy of all of a sudden nothing was happening and now everything is happening. That's that type of energy that the gibbous moon gives me. So let's see what angel and aura is with you here for the day. You have the Angel of Happiness and you're very close to achieving your goal. So you may be starting to taste the win. You might be starting to be able to smell the flowers here. And the Angel and aura that's coming in for you is the Divine Magic. Ooh-hoo. Card number 19 with wishes, goals, dreams, and accomplishment. There you go. So you have a big moment happening here for you. A big moment, Leo. You are about to get what you want. And you have the wishing well here. And just yesterday, your ending oracle was the Well Watcher. So, very strong energy here connected to a wish, connected to an accomplishment, connected to feeling not doubtful anymore. Some of you, you're going to flip like a switch. It's going to be like all of a sudden you are super pessimistic and super negative about something. And then all of a sudden you're just super positive, like out of nowhere. That's the type of energy I feel. So let's see what else you got going on here from the other angel deck that is guiding you as well. We have Detox Your Friendships. Your abundance flow is being affected by the people with whom you're spending time. So be discerning about your associations and relationships. Choose to be with people who are inspiring, generous, and supportive. All right, Leo. So I feel like for some of you, you may be taking a step back on certain people that you just don't feel like is serving you. And when you do that, you get more into the abundant flow. So I do feel like there was a trauma dumper around you, or there is. I feel like there is someone that is just always putting their misery onto you, always putting their negative energy onto you. And it may be highlighted around this time. And Spirit is trying to guide you to not obtain this person's scarcity mindset. Because a lot of the times we'll absorb other people's energies and then you didn't realize it was yours and this, that, and the other. And there looks like it doesn't mean that, I don't want to say that maybe this person, you might feel like they're a bad friend. But others of you, I just feel like they don't have the love for life. They always have something to say negative. They always have something to detour you on if you have something positive to say. That's the specific person that they want you to kind of distance yourself from and detox yourself from. Does it mean that you have to cut this person off fully? No. But not spending some time with this individual or not being around this person in communication so much, you may come to the realization that like, oh, I wasn't that pessimistic. I wasn't that negative. I didn't have that big of a scarcity mindset. Now that I'm not around this individual, I feel like my positive energy is coming back. So, you know, misery loves company, okay? And there's definitely some sort of miserable person around you or was around you. And because I feel like for some of you, with the way the theme cards are going, I almost feel like you have been detoxing from a friendship. And you're starting to see the type of manifestations and the accomplishments and the happiness being restored into your life. And you're like, oh my gosh, I really was absorbing that person's mindset. And that happens because sometimes you just can't help it. And sometimes it's hard to realize if it's your energy stressing out or if you just absorbed it from someone. So let's see what your astrology theme cards have for the day. Leo, you have Yod with Destiny. Yep. So whatever miserable energy you've had around you, they were supposed to challenge you with the Yod coming through. This person, this energy was actually supposed to challenge you because they were supposed to teach you a lesson in separating yourself from other people's crap. And as a Leo, you're ruled by the heart. So it is very easy for you to feel bad for other people and to take it on as your own. So it looks like you've been taking on someone else's crap onto yourself. Or you have been doing that. With the Yod, this is a hard energy. But the Yod is going to bring you closer and closer to your destiny. And that's why the theme cards are like this. Because whatever miserable energy that's been around you, whatever really negative or stressful person, or they always got something to say, right? You give them resolution and they're like, but I can't do that because of this. Or I can't do this because of that. They're teaching you something. Although you're like, how the heck am I learning from this person? You're teaching almost like how not to be. Because the Yod will cause you to feel like you're feeling challenged. All right, you also have the energy of the moon with Soul. So crazy that you get the moon when today is the Leo moon. And you have Grand Cross with Provoker. I mean, I can't make this up. You got the Yod, which is also a challenging aspect. You have the Grand Cross, which was Provoker. It looks like you've been tested by an external energy, possibly a friend. And they were bringing their misery on you to teach you how to not be fazed by other people's energies and other people's lives. So something has occurred. Maybe some of you feel like you getting an attitude from someone or you're getting a little mood from someone and you're like, okay, that's not me. I don't give attitude. So, you know, like, okay, I'm trying to explain this in a way where it's like easily understandable, which like my intuition is telling me like people already understand. But for some reason, I feel the need to say this. You know, when someone gives you an attitude and then all of a sudden you give attitude to someone else and you're aware and you catch yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, why am I being moody right now? It's like you absorbed the attitude from the other person. So you're learning how to not absorb other people's shit because it does block you. It does. And that's why I like these cards, because it literally says your abundance flow is being affected by the people whom you're around. So you are free willingly talking to these people. You are free willingly around these people. But this energy was really supposed to teach you something big. And a lot of the times, the most challenging aspects do bring you that divine magic. They do bring you that major accomplishment, that dream coming true type of energy. So you're learning how to separate your energy from other people, because unfortunately, you're never going to be able to control someone if they're sad or if they're miserable or if they're negative. You can only really do so much. And I feel like there could have been something that happened to you to where you're like, why do I feel like everything sucks in my life? Or why am I so pessimistic right now? Or why do I feel like nothing is working out for me. And you kind of have that reflection moment where you're like, well, most of my conversations were about negative and miserable energy with this person. Remember when I had y'all listen to the game of life and how to play it? If you're new here, yeah, we used to listen to audiobooks together. But I gotta be careful because when I played The Lion King for our party, our live party last year, I got copyright striked on YouTube. They were like, girl, you cannot play the Lion King songs. Disney gonna get you. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So I'm just trying to be careful with my lives now because I don't want to get taken down. But yeah, there was one time on this channel where I had y'all listen to The Game of Life and how to play it. Great book. It's probably still up on the live if you want to go find it. Now, in this book, they tell you only have positive conversations. Even if somebody is negatively communicating with you, don't give in to it. Either just listen and hear it and let it bounce off of you, or be a resolution energy. So let's clarify this with the tarot and see what else is going on. Because it looks like this is coming from a huge challenging moment for you. Some of you actually even heard from a negative person and you're like, you trying to provoke me? That's not happening. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. Oh, this full moon, this new moon is definitely going to shift things for you and your perspective. Because I almost feel like for some of you, you weren't aware that you were absorbing people's stuff. Even this reading may give you that aha moment where you're like, oh my gosh, Miss Machiste, you're right. No wonder I've been feeling like this, that, and the other. On Grand Cross Provoker, we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're going to figure it out. Yeah. Yep. You're like putting it together like a puzzle piece. And you haven't been able to figure out why you've been feeling some type of way. Because you have the Hanged Man on the moon. So you've either been like emotional or moody or frustrated. Or maybe you even got attitude like with yourself. You may have been like super hypercritical of yourself. And it looks like they're actually giving me a little bit of an indication of who this person may be. They may be someone who really dumps a lot of financial stress onto other people. And the scarcity mindset may have came into your energy. And you may have had a little bit of a low moment with finance and career. It doesn't mean that it has to be financial, but it has something to do with like materialistic of life. Like this person complains all the time that they can't afford this or they can't afford that, yet maybe they just spent $1,000 on something and you're kind of like, well, you could afford that. So why are you complaining about this? Like there's some type of energy here to where I don't feel like you were I don't feel like you were agreeing with their way of being, but I kind of feel like somehow, some way it phased you without you even realizing it. So that's making me feel like you absorbed it without realizing it. And keep in mind, like we all have biomagnetic fields, right? So when you're next to someone, you are in their biomagnetic field. So a lot of the times when we think of energy, we always think of manifestation and we always think of this, but we actually have like a literal orb around us. Everyone has their own orb. So you're definitely like in someone's bubble and like absorbing their attitude towards life. And you're figuring out that right now. You're like, oh my gosh, this is not mine. This is not my emotions. This is not my drama. This is not my pessimism. And that's why the Three of Wands here. Because you're like, oh, if it's not mine, then it can't phase me. And you're coming out of that energy of being provoked by another person. Now, keep in mind, for some of you, has someone been pushing your buttons or have you felt like your buttons have been pushed? Sure. Will this climax around the day? Possibly. But I don't see it negative, but let's see what we have. As the challenge, we have the Queen of Wands. Could be a little bit of a passionate aspect where it's like all of a sudden you figure it out. That's what I mean. It kind of feels like a flip of a switch. Your advice with this reading is temperance. Yup. Your advice is to protect your peace. If you know being around someone is going to be constant negative talk, then maybe don't be around them for a bit. And the outcome, we have the star. Beautiful. There it is. Wishes, goals, dreams coming true, accomplishments, milestones. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, you are... It looks like this is a big week of you figuring shit out. It looks like you're finding a lot of things out. You're making a boatload of connections this week. And it looks like as your new moon in Leo commences, it's like all of it comes together like a puzzle. All of it makes sense. All of it pushes you. And you just have that moment of true satisfactory. So it looks like you having an internal realization is going to bring you external blessing. You are going to learn the lesson of not absorbing other people, and by doing that, you will receive a wish fulfillment. Let's clarify this whole thing. On the Four of Pentacles, we have the Strength. There you are, Leo. You have learned to just tell yourself it's just not worth engaging in the conversation. It's not worth... Maybe some of you are even just like not even like talking to this person as much, and you're just kind of like, let's just have a moment to cool off. Because I almost feel like for a lot of you, you know how the Strength, this woman is putting her hand in the lion's mouth? I almost feel like for some of you, you're like, I don't have to do that. I don't have to risk my own energy just because we are friends or acquaintances or family or something like that. On the Hanged Man, we have the Two of Wands. Oh, there you go. Two of Wands, Three of Wands. There's the puzzle pieces. Look at the puzzle pieces. Look at them. And on the Three of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Very nice, Leo. I feel like for a lot of you, 8 here, pay attention to the number 8s. I feel like for a lot of you, it might be a laugh. I don't want to say you're going to laugh, but you might laugh. I almost feel like you may either win money, make more money, have more passion for your success. And it's like making things happen. So I feel like for some of you, you may have been around someone who felt like they would never be able to make things happen, or someone who moves really slow, or someone who doesn't put the effort in. This person is teaching you to put effort in. This person is teaching you, like, I'm not going to be like that. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to complain about my life every second that I have. I want to like do something about it. And that's the exact happenings of this reading. Because I feel like you've been absorbing someone who's brought that type of energy inside of you, and you're figuring out how to feel differently. On the Queen of Wands as your challenge, we have the Six of Cups. So your challenge being the Queen of Wands to the Six of Cups is a sense of showing me that, yeah, they're bringing up friendships, but this could be a parent for some of you. Could be a parent. I mean, but the Six of Cups to the Queen of Wands, your challenge could be breaking free from the negative shackles and being more soft, being more kind, being more lovable. Because I feel like, I don't know why I keep getting this. I feel like you just picked up on someone's bad mood. And it's like not your bad mood or something. I'm not sure exactly. But for some reason I'm getting that. Temperance as your advice with the Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. For some reason they're like, yeah, Leo, you're going to have more abundance for yourself. You're going to have more spiritual abundance. You're going to have more money. You're going to feel a raise in your materialistic type of what you have for yourself. So you have very much, or really feeling that guidance toward prioritizing your peace. And it looks like as you do that, your money gets better. I mean, you have 8, and now you have the Page of Pentacles in your advice. That's like a lucky set of money coming in. And on the Star, as your outcome, we have the Hierophant. Woohoo! Double blessing energy. No wonder why you have divine magic. And I feel like this is something that Spirit loves to do in a sense, because I feel like it's so difficult for the human mind to make sense of simple things that can create miracles. Like, for some of you on a very simple level, you pulled back from an individual, prioritize your peace, say, look, I'm not going to let that attitude be my attitude. I'm going to continuously put the work in, and boom, here comes your blessing. So it's like you are receiving a wish, you are receiving a blessing for not being like another person and being yourself. You're receiving that blessing from having that realization of like, oh my gosh, this is not my energy. This is not mine to have. This is not mine to carry. This is not mine to give out to the world. So, congratulations. You got your power back. Congratulations. You got your energy back. Because it looks like either with awareness or without awareness, you picked up on someone's bad vibes. You picked up on someone's bad mood. And I feel like there could have been just like a negative week or a couple negative days or just like a mindset you were in and you're like, why am I feeling like this? And that's why the moon is here. You were questioning why you were feeling like something. You were questioning why something was happening to you. You were questioning an energy you were dealing with. But I mean, the star to the Hierophant as your outcome, the possibilities are endless when you take your energy back. The possibilities are endless when you sit in that Leo position, not here I am as Leo, but this person just pissed me off, so now I'm mad for the rest of the day, and now I'm going to be pissy to everyone else just because of this person. You're learning how to be unfazed by others because it messes with your vibes. It does. And don't get me wrong. You're not always going to be happy-go-lucky. But this person brought you down the consciousness chart and kept you there for a second. And it looked like you didn't know why you were there. And now there's going to be a major turnaround that's going to bring a lot of blessing for you. It looks like there's a career blessing coming your way. It looks like it's about money. So that's showing me that this person could have had a very scarcity mindset and almost brought you into a scarcity mindset. But there's a major turnaround for it. A major, major, major turnaround. So I would pay attention to any opportunities you receive for dollars, career, money, even just a side job or just like a one a day or a seasonal work. Pay attention to what you receive around this time because it's divinely connected to you sitting back into your power stronger. So, interesting energy, Leo. And honestly, a new moon in Leo would give you a new realization of your internal energy because the moon is our soul. The moon is our emotions. The moon is our feelings. Some of y'all just been in a funk. And I feel like you picked up someone else's funk. Maybe it was your own funk, but I just feel like it was amplified by another person for some reason. So in terms of zodiac signs in the spread that could be around you or in your chart, we have Leo, we have Pisces, we have Aquarius, we have Taurus, and we have Sagittarius. We have the moon ruled by Cancer. But let's see what we got going on. As your ending oracle. And we have the eyes of beauty with positive expectations, clarity, card number 25. All right, Leo, let's see the eyes of beauty as your ally. When the eyes of beauty show up as your ally, they require you to examine your perception. Oh my gosh. Do you see the world as perfect and beautiful? Can you retrace your steps from your past to now and see the perfection in the way reality has been created? Truly, everything is perception. A glass half empty is the same as a glass half full, yet so different according to how it's perceived. The eyes of beauty remind you that if you move forward with conviction, all is well now and always will be. You will see true prosperity as a result. Expect to see good and you will attract your highest good. Yeah, and I feel like whoever this provoker was, whoever this person was, it's very hard for them to see the good. And I feel like somehow, some way that pushed you in seeing negative, and I feel like you're being pushed back by this Leo new moon, and it's telling you like, no, Leo, you are an optimistic energy. You are positive. That's how your energy is supposed to live out its life. I mean, all of us should. But as the ruler of the sun, you know, you are easily persuadable. So if there's those energies around you that you just can't crack, it's just because those are not the people that you're supposed to help, you know? So that's what I have here for you, Leo, for the new moon in Leo. A very interesting message here. Thank you for being here and for watching. Happy birthday to all of my Leo sons out there. Have a beautiful, amazing birthday season and many, many years to come. If you want to book with me, purchase yourself a numerology report. My Etsy shop is open. Leo plus Aries is out for August. The ones that will come out for the rest of the month, I will make community posts about it so you know when they're out on Etsy. And if you want to shop any of my tarot or oracle decks, you can find my Amazon storefront down below and see if you want to get any of these cards. So, thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Leos. Have a good one. Bye now.